What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the TB Toycast YouTube channel. And today we are unboxing from McFarlane Toys in the DC Multiverse line. This is kind of a unique one. It is the Blue Lantern, Kyle Rayner, of course. This, I believe, was a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. When I was really deep into the DC Multiverse, I'm like, oh, I got to get it. Just because he's blue, right? I don't know. Sometimes that happens with these variants. We're like, oh, I got to get it. But really a cool looking figure. Of course, gold label on there. Always kind of fun. Of course, got the trading card in the stand. I've always liked DC Multiverse. A little sad that it's going away, seemingly going away. At SDCC this weekend, we did see some new announcements. Not a ton, though, and that kind of tells me that maybe this line is winding down and that 2026 will probably be the last year for DC Multiverse. But I love the artwork on the back here. From the War of the Green Lanterns, Blue Lantern, Kyle Rayner. Probably a different version of, like a different Earth version of Kyle Rayner, but definitely a cool looking figure, no doubt about it. But I do miss the roster. You know, some people call it the cross sell, whatever it might be. But what else is out? Like if you're at a store and you don't know anything about this line, you see this, you're like, well, how many do they make? Of course, the DC Universe app. Never used that in my entire life. I very seldom use QR codes. Blue Lantern, Kyle Rayner right there, and then of course, Blue Lantern, Kyle Rayner, War of the Green Lanterns. Always kind of cool to see, you know, what this is based upon, of course. But like I said, the DC Multiverse line it's interesting that it's basically going away at this point. We don't really know what's going to be happening. I know McFarlane did show off a lot of new Mortal Kombat figures, which I think are going to be a pretty big hit. He's done Mortal Kombat in the past, but I think giving us the classic look of the characters is really going to be a game changer for a lot of people. Looking forward to those. We're seeing Page Puncher's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which are going to be interesting. Based off of, I believe, the IDW comic. I don't know. They look cool. I like that we got Bebop coming. I don't know. That look of the Turtles is never my favorite. So, well, I guess we'll see what happens. But all in all, I think Todd did a really good job with this line. While I wish it would continue, it is what it is. And some of these lines were only going to last so long. But regardless of all of that, I think this is a cool figure. And definitely one I wanted to add to the collection. I think with any DC Multiverse, because he's gotten so deep with some of these, you know, like I know a while back I unboxed, and I'll throw it up right here, Vampire Batman. I don't think that was on the channel, though. It was right before I started the channel. And, like, that's a deep cut. Like, that may not be one that everybody needs, but it's really, really cool. And there's also one, I've got a Sinestro Corps Batman coming up, which is really cool. I've gotten so many others as well that are going to be coming up soon. I've got a purple suit Batman, an orange suit Batman. Like, those are not necessary for a collection. But I think that's what made this line so unique in so many aspects, because there's so many versions, right? And, like, I think a lot of us have completionist mentalities, even if we're not completionists. My whole thing was always one of each character. That's kind of always how I collected. And if I had, you know, a Mattel Elite collection, for instance, because last video was all about Tugboat, I didn't need every single Macho Man that they put out, or every single Ric Flair. I kind of needed like one version of each. But some of these guys have so many different looks, you kind of do need multiple versions of each. But again, everybody collects differently, and I think that's what's interesting about some of these lines, because with the DC Multiverse line, if you're like, I just want one Batman, well, there's a lot of Batman figures out there, and we only, like I said, we can only collect so many things. We can only grab so many things, so I get it. People are, nice stand there with the DC logo, always cool. So I get if you don't pick up everything, but there's so much cool stuff out there, it's hard not to. Of course, we got the trading card, kind of a fun fixture of the line that he's continued this the whole way. This would have been easy to eliminate after the line started becoming super popular, but I'm glad he kept it around, because I think this is kind of a fun little side thing to have. Of course, real name Kyle Rayner. During the War of the Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and Kyle Rayner are forced to get creative when the entire Green Lantern Corps is brainwashed. With the GL Corps against them, the 4 Earthborn Green Lanterns make a choice that will rank among the most memorable in Green Lantern history, but not all of them agree on what must be done and what lines to be crossed. The Lanterns of Earth choose a new ring to wield. Kyle becomes the Blue Lantern. Guy joins the Red Lanterns. John selects the Indigo Tribe, and Hal joins the Sinestro Corps. That's kind of interesting. They actually did make a Guy Gardner Red Lantern figure recently, so that's kind of cool. So if you have not picked that up and you have this one, that might be one you have to get, right? So, or maybe not. I don't know. Some of these figures are also getting a bit too expensive too. I saw some of the more recent collector editions, which those were already 30. Now they're going for like 35. Seems like a bit much, because 30 felt like a stretch to me. I don't know, what do you guys think? Try not to cut off my fingers. Just because, like, if you're going to sell one of these for 20 or 25, whatever it is, and then you're going to say, oh, no, these are 30, I'm like, I'm with you. I get it. But it's not, to me, I don't feel like 30 is an accurate number. I just don't. I feel like it's a cash grab at that point. It's no different than, I remember when the Hardys returned to the WWE, and Mattel made a, what was it? They called it like Epic Moments, I think is what they were, box set with the Hardys, and it was their look from WrestleMania, which was cool because that's where they returned at WrestleMania, I think 33, and they came with 2 ladders and the Raw tag titles, and because that was what they competed for, and I believe they actually won the Raw tag titles that night, which is really cool looking figure here. And the set was very expensive. I can't remember how much, but it was definitely like more than what they charged at the time, which was about $20 a figure. And the only takeaway you could say is like, oh, well, because it's an Epic Moments, but there's nothing about that says that these couldn't have been in the regular Elite line. It was a cash grab, and it worked, because it was the first time we got the Hardys in the line for a very long time. So it worked, but it's still, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. Looks like you got an effect piece for his fist here, maybe. Will that work? We'll try to put it on there. I don't know. It's not looking... There we go. Okay. That's pretty cool. He's got his lantern. The lantern's kind of a translucent color, which I do enjoy. Got the stands here. Again, I know Mattel Elite initially had... Oop, I'm going to break his leg first. How about that? They initially had stands with nameplates, which were kind of cool. And they quickly did away with those within about, I don't know, a year or two. I think just as a cost-cutting measure to maybe focus on deco and things like that. Another effect piece here if you need it. Very, very cool. I think this figure looks awesome. I'm happy to have it in the collection. It being an exclusive was definitely one that was probably a little harder to come by, but I think it looks awesome. I love the blue. It's probably one of those moment-in-time, deep-cut figures that you don't really need, but it's cool, though. I think to collect a line like this, the key is to have fun with it. And is this a necessary one? No, probably not. If you want a Green Lantern, that's probably like you want a basic Green Lantern. You don't need every variant, but why not? Here and there, it's kind of cool to get something kind of unique and different. And that's exactly what this represents to me. But what about you guys? Did you guys pick up the Blue Lantern? I don't know what it's going for nowadays. I guess we could look it up. I believe, like I said, I think this sold out. And I want to say it was exclusive to McFarlane Toy Shop. So after, you factor, in the shipping cost, I don't think this was probably one of the cheaper figures, but we shall see. Because I was happy to get it, but I remember at the time thinking like, ooh, that was kind of expensive. So let's see here. Anything available on eBay? This guy's got it for sale for average price on eBay is $104.67. The lowest was $88. So I just opened a very valuable figure, if you were not aware. But and I know people might groan at that, but that's to me like the fun of doing this. I don't do this because I want to resell. I do this because I like action figures. And again, like I say, everybody always collects differently, and everybody gets into this for different reasons. So if it's something you want to do is to flip these, I totally understand. That's just me personally. That's not my jam. So yeah, definitely wild for sure. But let's actually go to eBay and let's see if that's accurate, because I was just doing a Google search. So Blue Lantern, if I could spell it correct, that might help. McFarlane. There we go. So $149.95 or best offer, $199.99. Buy it now, $150.85. So definitely, that's all I'm seeing. Yeah, not cheap. Not cheap at all, but definitely a cool figure. And like I said, that's not why I collect. I don't collect to resell. I collect for fun. So, but what say you? Did you guys pick this up? Was it a pass for you? Was it a not a necessary one, or was one you'd like to get now, but the price is a little too much, and you're thinking that's probably not going to happen? Let me know one way or another in the comments down below. Of course, make sure to like and share this video if you can. I do appreciate anyone who throws the little like on there or the share button, just to throw it out there to someone who maybe is into action figures but isn't aware of it. So that helps the channel more than you might know. Of course, this week was a fun week for unboxings. On Monday, we unboxed the Automorphing Green Ranger from the new Playmates line, and then on Wednesday, the Mattel Elite Legends Greatest Hits Tugboat, and then of course today the Blue Lantern from DC Multiverse. Last week was a great week as well with the AEW Unmatched Wheeler Yuta from Jazzwares, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Series 1 Captain America, a lot of fun, and from Zombie Sailor Toys, the Heels and Faces CM Punk with Larry. So a lot of cool unboxings to check out if you haven't already. And of course, check out What's on the Pegs every Saturday to see what I'm literally finding out on my toy hunts, and Tales of the Toy Box dropping once a month right here on the channel with a deep dive into a very specific toy line. So lots of cool stuff to whet your appetite if you're wanting to watch some toy videos. Lots of toy videos out there, so I do appreciate you guys taking the time to check out my channel. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for checking out the TB Toycast YouTube channel. Check out the TB Toycast podcast as well, dropping a new episode every Thursday. In fact, a long episode this week if you haven't checked it out as well. A lot of fun, but a very long one, but a lot to cover. So glad we got it done. We could have probably broke it up into 2 parts, but I thought, you know what, we'll make it a marathon session and we'll have fun with it. So check that out as well. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcast. But that's all I got. Thank you guys. That is the Blue Lantern not Hal Jordan. That is the Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. Thank you guys for checking out the TB Toycast YouTube channel. And we will see you in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.